Toby loved to paint. His little art studio sat by the window, where soft sunlight spilled across the floor and danced on jars of watercolor paint. The room was cluttered with half-finished paintings, brushes with frayed ends, and splashes of color on nearly every surface. But Toby didn't mind. It was his favorite place in the whole world. Every day after breakfast, he would dip his brush into bright puddles of color and paint the woods near his home. He loved capturing the gentle sway of the trees, the shimmer of the morning dew, and the hush of the forest when the wind stopped. His paintings were calm, peaceful, and full of feeling. But one afternoon, while searching online for new painting ideas, Toby stumbled upon the work of another artist, Evan Bright. Evan's paintings were enormous and bursting with colour. They showed glowing city lights, swirling rainbows, and skies that looked like fireworks. People online called him a genius. His art shows were always full, and every post about him had thousands of likes and cheers. Toby stared at the screen. The longer he looked, the smaller he felt. "My paintings are so quiet," he thought sadly. "No one will ever call them exciting." That evening, he sat in front of his half-finished forest painting, but he couldn't lift his brush. His once joyful greens and blues now looked dull. The soft hum of his creativity had turned into a whisper of doubt. He closed his paint set and went to bed early, his heart heavy. The next morning, his younger sister Evelyn came to visit. She always loved looking at Toby's paintings, calling them windows into peace. "Wow, Toby, these look even more beautiful than before," Evelyn said, walking around the studio. Toby sighed and shook his head. "I don't think so, Evelyn. Look." He showed her Evan Bright's online gallery. "This is real art, the bright, bold, and famous. Mine is just boring." Evelyn looked carefully at Evan's work, then turned back to Toby's forest painting. The leaves looked soft enough to touch, and the sky seemed to whisper secrets only the forest knew. She smiled gently. "Evan's art is amazing," she said, "but so is yours. His colours shout, Toby, but yours sing." Toby blinked. "Sing?" "Yes," Evelyn nodded. "When I look at your paintings, I feel calm and happy. They make me listen. That's special. You've always found peace here, painting what you love. Why stop now?" Toby thought about that. He had been so happy before he compared himself to Evan. His joy hadn't disappeared. He had simply traded it for worry. He looked again at his painting. The greens were soft and alive, the blues gentle and deep. They were his colours, honest, quiet, and true. A smile slowly spread across his face. He picked up his brush and dipped it into a fresh pool of colour. As he painted, his heart felt light again. He wasn't trying to be like Evan anymore. He was just being Toby, the artist who found beauty in the quiet magic of the woods. Moral of the story: don't compare your journey to someone else's. True joy comes from being yourself and loving what you create, not from trying to be like others. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.